there's Iguodala. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Dragic in at the 1 spot. And for Chicago, we've got Davis. Zach LaVine is out there with DJ Augustin. And there's Jared Allen. And it's Hutchinson in at the small forward position. And you look at Jimmy Butler. There's about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. Gay outside. 5 to shoot. Goes back up. And it's sent back by Allen.
Cold start for them. 3 shots, 3 misses. Good thing it's early.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And the official start of the season, Chris. Is there any opening day for you that sticks out in the many years you played in the NBA?
One opening game, and I don't remember who we played, but I know it was with Allen Iverson. And AI and I had meetings before the season, and we were talking about just how much we wanted to win. We knew we were coming up on the end of our careers, or I remember never entering a preseason with so much hope, because I knew that he was in, I knew that I was in, and we knew that we both wanted it so bad. So I think we both scored 30 or did something crazy like that. I don't remember, but coming out with him that preseason was so special, because I knew we were going to set the tone for how our team was going to play, and we were engaged that year.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
And see, Webb, you talk to the Bulls fans, and they are eager for a return to greatness.
Yeah, GA, it's been a long time since the Jordan era, and Bulls fans know it. But you know, GA, the Bulls have a very loyal group of fans. Their patience has been tested, though, but this team needs results.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first man.
Augustine, that's good.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Now here's Iguodala. Floats one, and Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Butler, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, when you look at the top perimeter defenders in the game today, how high does Jimmy Butler rank on that list?
Look, he's in the top handful, no doubt about it. Multiple all-defense selections. He is a true two-way terror.
Now, the competitive edge that Butler gives to this team is important, because he doesn't take any possessions off.
He doesn't get the second one. Bulls have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Here's Hutchinson. He can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Butler. Here's Dragic. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feet.
Oh, and with the fast eyes, Iguodala finding the open man.
Augustine up top. He's guarded by Dragic. Gay with the block. And they'll keep possession. For Miami, they've gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. He kicks to Iguodala. Pass to Dragic. Back to Iguodala. A floater. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. And it's all evened up.
And what a scorer Butler is. An effective shooter who capitalizes in a variety of ways.
Shot from 12. Basket counts. Augustine's got his second bucket tonight.
Great work to find the space to get off the open jumper. He's going to work hard for those.
And here's Adebayo. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Charlotte. And Davis pulls it down. Floats it up for Davis. And Davis throws it down.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Dragic the pass to Gay. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Augustine with it. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Magic in Orlando. And it's blocked. They recover it. Count it. 6 points for Davis.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. 1:57 left here in the first quarter. Pass to Jones. Here's Robinson. 23 points for him the last game against Charlotte.
And he had 2 blocks also, don't forget. I mean, it tells you what kind of presence he was for him at both ends of the floor.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
Gafford misses. Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to the Magic in Orlando. Davis against Robinson. Shots good by Hero.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Valentine. He had 15 points last outing. Gafford passes to Prince. And Jones pulls it down. The Heat trail by 3. Outside Robinson. It's Olynyk atop the key. Here's Hero. Dunn covering. Count that one. Hero's got 5 now.
Well, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
The Bulls have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. 24 seconds left to play in the first. Davis gets a wide open look. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. He's got 9.
3 of 4 to start. Young fella came to play.
Poke loose. And now here's Prince, the fast break opportunity. Here's Gafford. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
And Kevin, this is why his teammates respect him. The hustle, the energy. You gotta love it.
And so it's Chicago. With their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Right back after this break. The trade deadline is approaching, and Jimmy Butler talked about how it feels here.
It's different for everybody, to tell you the truth. For me, I don't think about it because whatever's going to happen is going to happen. You go out there and control what you can control. You know, try to help your team win games, play to the best of your abilities. And if it just so happens you get traded, then you got to suit up and play for the next team.
Staying level-headed and ready for whatever's next. That's Jimmy's mindset, Greg, in a nutshell.
And it's fair to say that the level of professionalism and maturity he possesses is really impressive.
And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latino specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
You're exactly right, GA. I mean, they've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Chicago right now, Valentine out there with Dunn, and it's Torian Prince, and there's Davis, and it's Gafford into the center. Guys sometimes don't make it big when they first get on the scene. Late bloomers that have caught your eye right now in the league, guys that have really picked up their game.
Well, how about D'Angelo Russell?
Good one,
Let's talk about getting traded, having to move at a young age. That really could be devastating for some players. So for him to have the skill set and the mental frame of mind to fight over that, I love it. And how about Julius Randle? I mean, I didn't see it coming. I knew he was a beast, but He's a beast.
You mean he's a beast?
Yeah, something.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Passes it to Prince. And Jones pulls it down. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Heat. They trail by 6. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Here's Hero. He's got 7. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Valentine with it. Robinson on him. On deep. Prince sinks the three-pointer. Prince has got the lead up to 9 now for the Bulls.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
Robinson passes to Hero. From outside the arc, Chicago grabs the miss.
And he hasn't been able to do much damage outside the three-point line. Just one triple for him in the game, and that was back in the first quarter.
Prince kicks to Dunn. Here's Davis. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Timeout called the Heat.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
More rotations, I mean, slow help, and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Jared Allen's checked in for Davis. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Taurean Prince. Zach LaVine's checked in for Denzel Valentine. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Dunn.
Well, last season, Andre Iguodala has seen a sharp improvement in his threes. He said he figured something out with his shot. And the results speak for themselves.
Outside Dragic. Iguodala dishes to Butler. Fires the 3. That one doesn't go. And the Bulls going the other way now. And with Iguodala and his threes, you just need him to hit at a decent rate, Chris, to be effective.
Yeah, well, he just has to keep a defense honest and hit them when he's left open. I mean, first and foremost, he's a playmaker and a terrific defender at that. The threes are just the icing on the cake for him.
And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game. Now about 3 minutes gone in his second quarter of basketball. Allen.
I tell you what, he has gone stone cold here to start this quarter. Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Dragic taking his time here. Gay outside. 5 on the clock. Takes a 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Gafford's got his 5th rebound in this one. Augustine against Gay. Here's Levine. It's hauled in by the Heat. Gay's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. That one's not going to go. Excellent D there from Allen. Down low. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
Gets the pass to Iguodala. Augustine against Gay. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. DJ Augustine picks one up.
The length that Gay has poses so many issues for defenders, especially when he's going up with the shot.
The Heat have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
It's stolen by Dragic. 1:21 left to play here in the half.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
On the wing, Levine. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. They get Andre Iguodala.
No fear trying his luck inside. You know he has hop.
You see Zach LaVine in the Bulls uniform, and it's hard to think of the trade that sent him here. He was a big part of the deal that sent Jimmy Butler out of Chicago.
Chicago making a switch here. Davis is checked in. And with LaVine and the Butler trade, there were a lot of critics at the time. But you know what, Greg? It's worked out for the Bulls.
And Kevin, the Bulls took a chance with LaVine, and he's developed into a bright young star. Took another risk giving him a big contract after the injury, but he's come back better and stronger since then.
Here's Dragic. And it's sent back by Allen.
2 for 1, probably the way to go.
Yes, yeah, I imagine that's what they're thinking. You have to maximize the possessions.
Bulls moving the ball around. For three, LaVine drills it from outside. And it's a 12-point Chicago lead.
And you need LaVine to keep connecting from deep. When he does, the floor opens up big time.
Dragic against Augustine. Lock at 6. Here's Dragic. Connects on the foul line jumper. Dragic has got 11.
And you can bet they weren't expecting that kind of a flashy move out of him, but that spin worked to perfection.
That'll do it for the first half. It's Chicago up by 10. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Goran. How would you say you guys have done in the first half?
I mean, we are battling. We as a team, and if we're gonna play like that, I think so. We're gonna be okay.
We'll see what happens in the second half. Thanks, Goran. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He ended up with 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 block. Multiple times we saw the bench cheering him on in the first 2 quarters of this one. And Shaq, what did you think? And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
The Bulls leading by 10. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Dragic is out there with Iguodala. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Gay in at the power forward position.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Butler attacking, and it's sent back by Allen.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass.
Oh, that was something else.
You can see why LaVine won the dunk contest in 2016. I mean, he has endless ups.
Iguodala kicks to Dragic. Over Augustine. No good from Dragic.
Oh, I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the deep playing soft like that.
And now here's Dragic, the fast break chance. And it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Dragic, the pass to Iguodala. Adebayo down low. Working on Allen.
I don't know what they drew up at halftime, but it ain't working. 0 for 4 to start the half.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Now the pass to Augustine. Over Dragic. Augustine, no luck. The Heat trail by 14. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Dragic. Drops one in from the wing. Dragic has got 13. The NBA fans sometimes called the sixth man. Chris, talk about what a difference a raucous crowd, a home crowd, can make for a team and a player.
Well, I could talk about that from my experience, but let's talk about from my experience first. Sacramento, we had a lady called Sign Lady. Now, of course, she had a real name, but she says, just call me Sign Lady. She would make the most beautiful signs. Blotting, we believe in you. Pager, every shot is good. She make them creatively. They'd be bright. They'd be big. And we looked for her for encouragement. The cowbells, how loud everyone there was. Some first-time gamers saying, this is my first game coming to watch. Go win, Chris. Or people that's been like, I've never missed a game. You want to do it for the fans, how loud they are, how they get on the teams, how they get on the refs. You got to love it. And then for the rest of the league, oh, my God. Last year in the playoffs, going to the Milwaukee Bucks, their home arena, that new arena they have there, oh, crazy. You want to talk about crazy fans? Go out to Toronto and hang outside with 10,000 crazy fans in the rain while they're singing and shouting and having fun over there in Jurassic Park. And we all know about the great fans that Golden State had all their years before, with some of the most loyal fans ever. The sixth man, the fans being the sixth man, that is not a cliche. That is not made up for PR purposes. That's true and real. And some of the best players will tell you how those fans have taken them over the top, giving them energy to win some games.
Yeah, a lot of energy. Yes. Here's Dunn, and the layup is good. Dunn's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bulls.
And that's the muscle his teammates like to see done. Refusing to take no for an answer.
Here's Butler. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Just got to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months, the scope of that for Butler.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
The first free throw is good. The Bulls making a switch here. Valentine's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Bulls leading by 12. Dunn outside. Pass to Gafford. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Just 5 on the clock. Prince outside. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Bulls lead by 14.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
From 15 feet away, Butler, no good.
You know what a kind of competitor he is? I know he's upset with his performance and with his...
Prince's shot is good. Here's Hero. 7 points in the game. And a 4-year player at Baylor. Taurean Prince, something of a surprise lottery pick back in 2016. But, Greg, he's become a very valuable player.
You know, he's one of those two-way power wings that it seems every team wants. A dependable three-point marksman who holds his own defensively.
Pass to Gafford. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And here's Valentine for 3. It's hauled in by Hero. The Heat trail by 14. We've got 1:13 left in the third. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Gafford's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Floats it up for Davis, and Davis throws it down.
That is not supposed to happen. You're not supposed to throw an alley-oop from that kind of distance.
And then to dunk it with authority. Wow. Hero passes to Butler. Passes it to Adebayo. Got a piece of it, and they get it back. Fader on the way, and it's off the back rim. No good.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Valentine shot good.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Butler. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
And so it's Chicago closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. Their defense has been active. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA is headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Allen. DJ Augustine out there with Valentine. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Hutchinson in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
You love how Gay just charges straight out of the hoop. Does not matter who's in his way.
Augustine against Dragic. Augustine dishes to Allen. And there it is for him. And the Bulls lead by 20.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Augustine against Dragic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
Zach LaVine's checked in for Denzel Valentine.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Well, you look at the career of Dragic, Greg, he's always been a scoring point guard.
Yeah, and as Dragic has aged, he has learned to lean more and more on his outside shot. Even when his first step and speed start to falter, he'll find ways to put up points.
Outside, LaVine. Allen up top. Olynyk is covering. And the jam by LaVine.
Oh, he makes it look all too easy, LaVine. I mean, he's someone you can't allow to get this kind of position.
Dragic with a wide open look. Miami no good on that time either.
Oh, the defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
There's the pass to Hutchison. He dishes it to Davis. To the wing right side. Here's Augustine. Dragic with some nice D. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Takes the 13-footer. It doesn't go for him. Now Chicago takes it the other way. On the wing, LaVine. He's covered by Iguodala. Here's Davis. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
They get it back. The Bulls have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. LaVine kicks to Augustine. Pass to Davis. Back to Augustine. It's deflected.
Oh, and he's the rare player with a shorter arm span than his height. I mean, Olynyk is still going to get his share of blocks. Oh, I love it. He's working the ball down low. Always a good plan of attack.
On the wing, Davis. Over Gay. Davis with the bucket. Davis has got 6 in the quarter.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
On the wing, Iguodala. Fires the 3. Connects from three-point range. Chris, the NBA has flattened now the draft lottery odds. And now that you've seen it at work, seen it in play, any additional changes you might make?
Well, you know, Kev, it's still a wait and see for me. I definitely like the NBA making sure they try to address the problem. You never want a team to think that they can be rewarded for losing. So I like what we've done so far, but, you know, if I'm a GM, if I'm a president, I'm always going to try to find ways to manipulate and find that, you know, those open gray areas. And so I think this is something we're always going to have to address, but I love the fact the NBA has gotten ahead of the problem.
Opening lineup for the Suns. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Larry Nance out there with Chris Middleton. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Grizzlies, Winslow is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's Karis LeVert. And there's Miles Turner. And it's Morant in at the point guard. Now here's Morant. Jackson trying to break free. And that one's good. Morant. Doris, there is nothing like opening night in the NBA. Every fan base just teeming with optimism for the upcoming season.
I think all of us are just so thrilled to have NBA basketball back. There's no losses in the losing columns. Everybody's happy. Let's tip it off and go.
And guys have that little step, and these first weeks of the season are always exciting.
Oh, no doubt. Everybody's bursting with enthusiasm. Players are fresh.
Now LeVert after the missed 3 from Rubio. A nice shot by LeVert.
I love watching Karis LeVert be assertive on the offensive end. The ability to rise and fire in the catch and shoot.
Booker the pass to Rubio. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And it's sent back by Turner. LeVert against Booker. LeVert kicks to Morant. Back to LeVert. Now here's Morant. Guarded closely. Just 4 to shoot. Misses the 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Unable to get that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. to LeVert. To the middle. Jackson misses.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And Middleton kicks to Rubio. The pass to Ayton. Stolen by LeVert. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. Number 1, Miles Turner.
It happened so often. I'd say to myself, there's no way he can get to that shot, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and it go down as another block.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Here's Rubio. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
I love that he sacrificed his body over and over. His persistence at getting to the free throw line really paid off for them.
For 3, Middleton, and the 3 ball is good.
Wow, able to survey over the top of defenses as well as squeeze into tight quarters. Rubio is the consummate playmaker.
The Grizzlies' coaching search took 2 months. They finally settled on Taylor Jenkins, a former assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Jenkins, with an economics degree from Penn, fits the young academic profile of this Memphis front office. Worked for the Spurs 6 years as an assistant under Mike Budenholzer, who was the coach of the year in 2019. That pedigree helped him get the job.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Now here's Booker. He's tightly guarded. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rubio dishes to Middleton. Booker with no one around. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Morant. And another miss by Memphis.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
LeVert against Middleton. Buries it from 3-point range. Middleton's got 8.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
A moment to check out DeAndre Ayton here. Coming off a terrific season. 10th in field goal percentage, and he did his share on the glass, battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. And the shot is good from Johnson. There's a minute 34 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Melton. Jones looking for an opening. A floater. It's deflected.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And that one, good.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
And Greg, one of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Here's Clark. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Melton. Can they get it? Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Carter. 36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Diallo. Now Johnson for the 3. It's Clark with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
6 on the shot clock. From deep. It's not going to go for him. And so it's the Phoenix Suns bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And don't go away. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what are you guys seeing?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. We've got Johnson. Ayton is out there with Shaq Diallo. Then there's Carter, and it's Evans in at the 2 spot. Last season, the Suns made DeAndre Ayton the #1 overall pick in the draft. They had no hesitation, Greg, in making that call.
And when a player like Ayton, who was in the Rookie of the Year combo from the get-go, is available, you have to take him. Not only is the upside sky high for Ayton, but he was an impact player from day one for the Suns.
Carter, the pass to Ayton. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, that's a determined scorer right there. DeAndre Ayton showing a little toughness on the interior finish.
Johnson against Jones. It's hauled in by the Suns.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Now here is Carter. His last outing, he had 8 points. Pass to Diallo. With the fadeaway. That one wide left.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Clark. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Picked his pocket. And here comes the break. Here's Melton. Here's Clark. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw tonight. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Turner's checked in for Jones. Winslow comes in for Brooks. Karis LeVert's checked in for Melton. And it's Morant in for Jones. And the Suns here with a different look. Nance is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Chris Middleton comes in for Johnson. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Jacob Evans. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Here's Clark. And it's Clark with the jam.
This guy's such a good all-around player. Karis LeVert sharpening his court awareness and finding his open teammates.
Middleton outside. And there's the pass to Nance. Booker with it. 29 points for him last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Of course, you've covered so many great basketball players over your many years in this business. As a player, coach, now broadcaster, who has been your favorite athlete to watch or cover or report on?
All right, Kevin, you know I can't possibly name one, so I'm going to just throw several names out there. LeBron James has overcome so many challenges as a young person even before his NBA career. So his story is absolutely incredible and inspirational. How about Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers in the history of the NBA? Or Damian Lillard, who has proven so loyal to his fan base and organization, and is one bad man when a game is on the line in the playoffs.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Stolen by Rubio. And it's sent back by Turner.
Oh, Kevin, how about the reach of Miles Turner? He covers so much ground to come up with these blocks.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. So Morant will go to the free throw line. It goes on Devin Booker. The Grizzlies have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77%.
as a team.
And Phoenix making a change here. Okobo's checked in. Pass to Diallo. Oh, Nance in position. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Passes to Morant. 1:37 left to play here in the second quarter.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Floats one. The rebound by Turner. And the foul's on Sheck Diallo. That's his first foul. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Pass to LeVert. He feeds it to Jackson. No good that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Brooks checked in for Karis LeVert. And Phoenix also making a switch. Andre Ayton's checked in for Sheck Diallo. Here's Okobo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And here's Morant. .34 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Shot clock at 6. Jackson misses. Phoenix leading by 5. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And again, it's the Suns missing. Winslow against Ayton. Now Morant. From deep three-point range. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Suns ahead. They lead by 5. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, a big effort from you guys in the first half. How do you keep that momentum going?
Come out with energy, just try to keep pushing the ball and get stops.
We know that's Coach's emphasis, Chris. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Chris Middleton came out on a mission in the first. He had 8 points and 1 rebound. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
Incredible shooting display by Chris Middleton. Facing up, back to the basket, doesn't matter. Even when the defender's there, his length and timing allows him to get off that shot.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Grizzlies.
Well, to say their shots are not falling is an understatement. It's a miracle they're still in this game. They need to flip the switch big time in the second half, and that starts with more movement on offense. If you don't have a great look, find the open man, drive the ball, create an opportunity. Come on, basketball 101.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skills today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Morant is out there with LeVert. Then it's Jaren Jackson. Then it's Winslow, and it's Turner in at the center. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. And then slams it in.
The very definition of a high flyer, Larry Nance, my goodness. You know what I love about Larry Nance Jr.? This guy came into the league as a tremendous athlete, but his skill set just keeps improving. The passing, the shooting, I love it.
The shot by Turner, no good.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Yeah, Larry Nance Jr. doing a tremendous job drawing the contact. Get the defense to commit. Get yourself to the foul line.
Phoenix shooting their first free throws of the night right here. And he can't get the first one. And a quality defender. Larry Nance doesn't need Doris the ball to impact the game.
No doubt, Kevin, because he's willing to rebound the ball out of his area. He's willing to be a high motor guy on the defensive end. His activity is always a big lift to this team.
He hits the second from the line.
You know, even though Larry Nance doesn't handle it on every possession, you can expect him to be a factor on the defensive end and on the glass.
And the pass to Morant. Takes the three. Hits the three-point bomb. Morant's got 8 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Ayton. Good work defensively by Turner. The Grizzlies trail by 5. 90 seconds now into the second half. Now here's Morant, covered by Rubio. That one goes. Count it. And that's now 10 points for John Morant.
Hard trying to contain Morant. When he makes up his mind he's going to score, he goes full force.
Pass to Ayton. And Rubio kicks to Booker. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
LeVert finds Jackson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
The Grizzlies have been a winning team for most of the last decade. Injuries snapped their playoff streak back in 18, but the silver lining, a top draft pick they used to select Jaren Jackson.
The free throw drops for Jackson. And in his rookie season, Jaren Jackson, the youngest player in the league, he seemed NBA ready.
And already he impacts the game on both ends of the floor. A ton of upside with this young man. He's already helping the Grizz win games.
Johnson, the pass to Carter. And again, it's the Suns missing.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Outside Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Jones next for 2 for the lead. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And they are amped up right now. I mean, after trailing for so long and then trimming that margin, finally they take the lead.
And Memphis making a change here. Brooks checked in. Diallo, he's checked in for Phoenix. Johnson surveying the floor. Passes it to Ayton. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Ayton's got 6 points.
Well, the big man flashing his touch. DeAndre Ayton makes it look easy.
Clark dishes to Jones. Here's Melton. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Brooks misses.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Evans, and it goes down 2 points. And it's a 3-point Suns lead.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Here's Clark. He's got 7. Phoenix grabs the miss. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Evans up top. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jaren Jackson. It was so interesting to watch 7-footers who almost never shot 3-pointers make that now a featured part of their game.
Give some credit to the coaches who recognized the game was being revolutionized and that 3-point shooting, regardless of position, would become integral to success. So a guy like Marc Gasol, who actually fought the idea of taking threes, Brook Lopez, Nikola Vucevic, all of them have become more integral to team success and more capable NBA players because they can shoot the basketball. It's beautiful.
It is. Evolving and adapting at that size has been something to watch. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Suns. They've led by as many as 11 points. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Suns shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And both free throws good for Evans.
I think the player most closely identified with the Phoenix Suns the last 3 years, obviously Devin Booker. You know, here's a guy who averaged well over 20 points. He can beat you with the pass as well. He's the piece that gives this team great hope for the future.
Here's a Kobo, defended by Jones. 43 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. And here's Johnson outside. The Grizzlies pull it in. Now here's Brooks. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And stolen by Ayton. Pass to Okobo. Back to Ayton. And the shot goes down.
Well, you love the focus from a young big man, DeAndre Ayton. The hoop and the harm there. Nicely done.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
Pick in the 2018 NBA draft, DeAndre Ayton is going to be a feared big man for years to come.
And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. The 3rd quarter comes to a... And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And, Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. Setting the floor for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Chris Middleton is out there with Nance, and it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. Turner against Ayton. And Turner kicks to Jones. To the paint. Brooks, the pass to Morant. 6 to shoot. There's Winslow. Good D by Booker.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Here's Nance, and blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Winslow, that ball. Nice feed that time from Turner.
You can see Turner evolving as a passer. He wants to set his teammates up. That's a pretty look.
Ayton with it. He kicks it to Booker. Over Winslow. Good on the 13-footer. Booker's got his first points of the game.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
The pass to Turner. No good that time. Some solid defense from Ayton. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one's on Morant.
Well, there are very few scorers in the NBA who are as explosive as Devin Booker. Boy, when this guy finds his rhythm, he can take over a game from just about any part of the floor, and there's nothing the defense can do about it.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Damian Jones. And it's LeVert in for Brooks. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Doris, I still think back to that game where Booker put up 70 points. I mean, wow, unbelievable.
Yeah, when Devin Booker starts to cook, he can get as hot as any player in the league. The one thing you want from Devin is consistency on both ends of the floor from game to game. That's how you go from good to great.
Every time a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And it's sent back by Turner. There's Winslow, and the dunk by Winslow. And it's the Suns with the ball. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Middleton for 3, rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. LeVert the pass to Jackson. Nance with the rebound. Phoenix leading by 10. Oh, Ayton in position. That shot, no good.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has...
Hammering it in!
And have to commend the unselfish attitude, like how Morant just recognized the open man and the ball is right there.
And here's Booker to the inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That free throw good from Nance. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Now Winslow. That shot is off. Great D that time from Middleton. On the wing, Booker. Down low. Here's Nance. He's off on that one. And it's Memphis the other way. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. A nice shot by LeVert.
Boy, there's a fluidity to his jump shot. Karis LeVert coming through for his team in the mid-range.
Here's Booker. Over Jackson. Here's Ayton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
DeAndre Ayton, a quality free throw shooter, so you love to see him create opportunities to get there.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 9-point ball game here. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the 4th quarter. 1:14 left in the game. LeVert the pass to Turner. Shot clock at 6. Shoots it up. And it's Morant missing.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Middleton outside. Rubio outside. That's tipped.
Well, you see the insane vertical, the long arms. Morant
impacts every aspect of the game.
To the middle. Here's Jackson. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the Suns. They lead by 7 as the Nance. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Passes it to Rubio. Booker in the corner. To the paint. Here's Nance. And Nance slams it in.
Well, Devin Booker is known as a scorer, but this guy will find you if you're open.
From deep. It's off. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.